welcome to How Ines Rolls. Today we're making a cookie recipe. It's going to be one of many because I want to show all my friends different variations of different kinds of cookies that you can use for the holidays. So I need to get started. The ones that I'm making today are called the chocolate chip cookie. My mother-in-law makes them every year, and they are like round balls that are like this, and they're just kind of tiny. They're easy to eat. They're really bready, and so I'm going to link the recipe below in the description box because it is somebody's recipe, but my mother-in-law adds a half a cup more of flour. So ingredients over here are, I'll show you what they are. They're pretty much the basic chocolate chip cookie recipe, but we're gonna put it together. So I have vanilla, I have brown sugar, baking soda, flour, cornstarch. Now that's not in all of the recipes that I've made with chocolate chip cookies. Some salt, chocolate, and some chocolate chips. This egg needs to be at room temperature, so it's been out for a couple hours. Plus I have butter at room temperature as well. Okay, so I have a KitchenAid mixer. That thing is a beast to carry. And do I want to get it out for this recipe? Oh, the internal dialogue that's going in my head right now. Okay, I'll get it. And this is why I don't like getting it. I don't have a lot of shelving on the bottom, and I don't like to keep things on my counters, so it goes up in the messy cabinet up here. And it's so heavy. Because I have so many cookie recipes coming up in the next week that I want to share with you, I think I might just keep it on the countertop. That thing's got to be like 40 pounds or something. Huh? Or I'm just very weak. Okay, we're going to cream some butter, and I'm going to follow all the directions step by step. So that way, when you look at it, you'll remember what I did. I am going to beat this butter for about a minute. Next, it's the sugars. So there's my dark brown sugar that I thought I wasn't going to use. And look at, here I am using it all. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Whoa, we'll just call that 1. I actually like putting a little bit extra vanilla in my stuff because I just think it tastes better. Okay. Oh, and an egg. We're just gonna beat these. I thought I lost my egg when I put it in there, but it didn't. It got in there. It was deceiving. But just watch out for those room temperature eggs. The shell might be a little softer for some reason. Okay, according to the recipe, I have to do this on the side. So I'm just adding all the dry ingredients into one bowl. And if this was me just making the recipe, I probably wouldn't. I would just add it right into the bowl or the mixing stand and just kind of go from there. Okay, a little bit of salt. Let me hope I can get it. Actually, I want to use a little less. Actually, I'll just pour it in my hand. Because, let me tell you why. I'm using salted butter. So I'm going to use a little less. Instead of a half a teaspoon, I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon. To add the flour into that, I'm just going to mix it together. And let me know in the comments if you're one who follows a recipe to a T, or if you just feel comfortable enough just kind of mixing and going and adding as you go along like me. Okay, so remember, I'm going to add a little bit more. So it's going to be 2½ cups. Look, I got the ½ cup one. Gonna mix that up. So I'm gonna slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. So let me just get a little bit going. at a time. I'm just gonna scrape the sides down because this recipe will already say that it will be thick. And remember, I added a half a cup of more flour, so it's gonna be even thicker. So I wanna make sure everything's blended in correctly. And now I have the last part of my flour to get in there. But it looks and smells good so far. Now the last part, just the chocolate chips. And I might have added a few more than it says. Shh, don't tell anybody. Look at that beautifulness. So I'm just gonna put it in some plastic wrap and keep it in the fridge for about an hour, but it might be a few hours before I can get to it. But it says you can keep it up for a couple of days even in there before cooking it. So I think I'm good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I gotta go buy some more chocolate chips because this is only gonna make 2 dozen and I need more than that. Dang it. All right, so that's it for right now. Go take care of this. Go pick up some kids from carpool. Run to the store. But it's looking really good. Okay, it's time to bake the cookie dough. I've already kind of cooked a little bit, but I just wanted to see how it would go, and it is looking so good. So let me get this out. I have the cabinet lights on, so I hope you can see you can see clearly. But it's dark and it's gonna rain and it's okay. So let's get started. So I'm using this pastry cutter to like quarter it. So I thought I could make about 6 per quarter, but I think I'm even getting a little bit more than that. So we're just gonna try to make them, I'm just gonna cut them into smaller pieces so I'm not like digging my fingernails into it, but just kind of making a small ball. If you need a measurement, it says about 1.5 tablespoons or so. That's kind of big. So I've just been going, you know, about tablespoon size, roll them into a ball, and onto the cookie sheet it goes. So when I get about a dozen on here, they don't spread out. So I can get a good dozen on there. And I will bake this for 10 minutes. These are about to go in. 10 minutes, 350. Look at that. Yes. Look at how puffy they are. Can you see that? Oh my Lanta. So while I'm letting them cool on the pan for about 5 minutes, I did have to cook it a little longer than it said. My first batch, I did it only 10 minutes and it came right out perfect. And this batch went about 13 minutes, but I watched it. So probably when I opened the oven, I let out the hot air, which took a little longer. So that's probably my fault. So 10, 11 minutes, and then cool for 5 minutes before you put them onto a somewhere to cool down, cooling rack, whatever you have. I just put them on paper towels. And that's it. They are delicious, and I'm gonna go have a boy try one. Well, I have 2 expert cookie eaters here, and they wanted to try it. So I'm gonna get them each a piece. Do you see how easy that just broke in half? What do you think? Do you like it? What do you like about it?
Oh, my chocolate chips.
The chocolate chips.
The dough.
The dough is soft, kind of fluffy, nice and thick. Yeah, sometimes cookies spread out kind of thin. These are nice and delicious. I had 2 already. They're good. Thanks, guys. So remember, this recipe will be in the description box. You'll just go right to the website where I got it from, and remember to add 1/2 cup of flour to the recipe. So that is the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm so glad that you stopped by. I'll be rolling out some new recipes very soon, some more cookie recipes that you can use for this holiday season. So you know what I'll be rolling out next. Stay tuned.